Ooh. Oh, I see it.
Awesome. Amazing. So we're back. We are cooking.
We're so back.
We are so back, guys. We are the most back has ever been. I don't think we've been more back.
Yeah.
But yes, as a quick recap, Ukraine has already done the warm-ups. Now it's USAD, I believe. Unless I've gotten that incredibly wrong.
Well, let's just assume you're correct.
Let's just assume
That's
I'm correct, and
yeah.
DT1 of round of 32 is being played. Once again, we are so bad.
Trying to
it is
the consistency of good Ukraine V.
It's a good strategy, especially because if they're not sure about some of these DTs. It's like, okay, well, let's test how everyone's feeling on it and then see what we want to do in terms of our picks and bans, right? Because if you just get like a triple FC from Ukraine B, like just like cut it off, right? Don't even like it's over. So it's a good strategy.
Yeah. And since it was round of 32, these DTs were on the easier side, so I do think that if they do miss, if either team misses, I think that's a really good indicator for these harder pools.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's definitely the way that they're going to think. Because this could also like test a lot of other things other than just the DT. Because of course, the DT is a big part of this, but like you said, this DT1, it's speed aim, right? But that can go into other sort of mappings as well. Whether you're looking at like maybe even the Hard Rock, but it looks like it's not that map. Completely different.
What the heck? What is this?
Oh, we're just in the middle of this.
Oh.
I see.
Inspections of a rotten girl. Well, I mean,
also a good test, but more of a consistency, maybe mechanical aim. I've only played the high 5-star version of that song, so I don't know about the low. But definitely some sort of aim in there and mechanics. But
we're only seeing one USA player in like the whole streaming side of it.
Yeah.
So
but
you can't really see the scores of the other players.
We can't. We can only kind of guesstimate. But looks like we're rolling. Looks like USAD won that roll as well. So we'll see. Very close. We'll see what the bands look like coming out of here. It's very interesting, considering what players may or may not be available to each team at the moment. But we'll see if they want protection or first band.
I do wonder if maybe USAD will ban one of the free mods, as Ukraine V seems to be pretty solid on the free mods, and I do think that's a good direction to go to if you're USAD. And for Ukraine Bree, I would probably maybe ban the DTs, because USA have been all the USA teams have been known to be pretty good on the DTs.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen USAD in particular as well. Like most of those USA teams, but USAD also of course be reckoned with on these hiddens. And we've seen the Ukraine play some of them, but definitely not their most comfortable pick. So maybe they'll be looking towards maybe that with the ban and try to contest on maps that they're more comfortable with, which seems to be some of the more DT aim, DT speed types of maps here. But it's kind of a toss-up, so we'll just have to see.
Oh, they protected the consistency DT.
Yeah. That
is very interesting. That is not at all what I thought the direction would be for the Ukrainian team.
Like I said, I think they've done better on some of these DT maps, especially in like the last few ones coming out here, right? Like round of 32, they were number 7 in DT2, number 7 in DT3 as well. So they seem to be more comfortable on some of these DT picks. So I'm expecting that to be the route that they plan on going into.
Ooh, and USAD going very strong on the gimmick protects.
No mod 5. Very interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, they have a really scary gimmick roster on their belt. So
I think it's
not surprising at all.
For sure. I think it's exactly what you said. I think that might be one of their clear amount wins that they really just want to make sure they get under their belt. Maybe a momentum shift later down if they need it as well. So not the most surprising of protects. But there he goes. Ban hidden 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. USAD just has had some crazy hidden 2 scores come through, so doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they're just super strong on the gimmick pool. It's not
exactly.
They're pretty much uncontested.
For the most part, yeah. But we'll see what USA bans Hard Rock 2. Very interesting, actually. Not sure if they're just not feeling confident in Hard Rock 2, but they seem to have done way better in the past, specifically referencing their qualifiers on Hard Rock 2, which actually wasn't that bad. So I wonder if they're just not feeling the map this time around.
Yeah, maybe it's just the slow sliders on the Hard Rock 2.
Yeah,
or maybe they just don't like Toho, which would be a shame.
It would be a shame, but I mean, it is a pretty like old style mapping. Like it's not the newest map. I think this was ranked in 2012, the Hard Rock 2. So not super surprising. But first pick for USAD. See what they decide to go for here.
Ooh, and they're going for the hidden 1. They're reading into that hidden 2 ban. Maybe they're not. Maybe they think, ooh, Ukraine is not that good on the more hidden side of things.
Yeah, and it's good to get those picks out early as well. Like, especially if, like, you know, something you're maybe even more confident in and you understand that the opponent isn't, get those nerves out of it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
First map, you know, maybe something easier that it's okay to, you know, have a slider break here or there, and it'd be all right.
You know, especially since this hidden 1 is one of the longer maps, around like 3 minutes. So gonna be testing that consistency.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think this is only as close to this hidden 1 is like only close to Nomad 1 in terms of length. So it's very interesting to see how this develops out through the match, because it's definitely more of a consistency pick.
Yeah, honestly, it's a perfect choice to get the nerves out for either of these teams.
I 100% agree. Exactly. The longer you play, the more you play, the more natural it feels.
Yeah, the more you just get into the match, nerves start to go away.
Exactly. But looks like we're starting out here, getting into the hidden 1. Banger song, by the way. Big fan.
Yeah, no, it's pretty nice. I do like it a lot.
It's pretty good.
When I sight read it, it was pretty fun. Because no one wants to skip the intro. I mean,
no. I mean,
why wouldn't you for a song like this? Not even.
Don't blame you. Yeah, but it looks like USAD coming out with an early accuracy lead, just slightly, but it does seem to be climbing just a bit.
Yeah, Razor holding on to the 78% accuracy, at least for now, as Dima 748181 gonna be dropping the first full combo of the entire match. And he's gonna be trading it, but that immediately gets traded by Razor on the lowest accuracy. Everyone on Ukraine B is dropping. DK and Genie holding very solid full combos, over 96% accuracy.
Yeah, that full reset from Ukraine B is definitely going to hurt them going forward into this map. It's already climbing up to almost 100k. Razor finding another miss. Good recovery combo from Sneck coming out as well, getting back into the flow of it, as I personally may miss. But DK and Jinx holding it down for the side of USAD.
Yeah, Sneck actually having the best accuracy of the entire lobby. It's just unfortunate that they've been missing. But that's honestly perfect. Yeah, like you said before, get those nerves out, especially on a consistency pick like this. As Portal gonna be missing on that hidden stream section.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, getting those nerves out for each team as well. Like, you know, maybe this is not Ukraine B's forte, but it's definitely good to, you know, relax and, you know, just try to focus on, you know, playing the game. Good recovery combo again from Razor. Dima also has a good combo coming up, 300 on Dima. So, you know, if any mistakes come out from USAD, this could start to flip back over, but that would require some missing, as we're almost over halfway through this map. Got a 400k lead and it doesn't seem to be slowing down.
Yeah, exactly. That 400k lead is going to be something really difficult to zoom out, as Razor now going to be finding another drop on that recovery combo, as that lead's just going up and up on the side of everyone holding combo on the side of USAD. 2 full combos still remaining on their side. Dima 74181 still holding on to that pretty solid recovery combo, but they're going to need the team to support them on this.
Yeah, and Zin and DK finally find the miss, but I think it's a little bit too late. Sneck on the recovery combo of 400 with that great accuracy of 98%, so he's holding it up. Razor finding the miss with the only combo left on Ukraine B, and I just don't think it's going to be able to flip back over with that combo from Sneck.
Yeah, even if Sneck drops here, that combo from Portal I don't think will be nearly enough. I do think their score has already been capped, as the rest of the team is still continuously dropping as the league gets bigger and bigger, and that final combo is going to be dropping for Ukraine B, as the USA is going to be holding on to a near 800,000 lead.
Yeah, exactly. And nerves out, pretty long consistency map. Great job by USAD holding through those combos. And Ukraine B, they must feel at least a little relieved that the hiddens are gone. Right, we don't have to worry about them anymore, and so they are free to, you know, just not have to worry about that pick coming out later into the match, and they can kind of just focus on trying to play their own game.
Yeah, for sure, and they could be going maybe into a little more of their comfort on like maybe either a Nomad or a DT. They have the whole board, the whole board to play with.
They do. I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, maybe like a DT coming out here. They seem to be pretty confident with it. Maybe holding on to the DT one for later, but at least like a DT2, DT3. And I wouldn't even be surprised. Maybe a free mod.
Yeah.
A little bit of that strength.
Ukraine be very strong on those free mods. Their mod players are very strong, and I would not be surprised if that was their first pick. Either that or one of the DTs that isn't their protect. I'm assuming they're going to be saving their protect for later on.
Exactly. And you can always go gambling, right? And pick no 1-1. You know, the classic I want to gamble, which I'm a big fan
of.
And you'd
be right, actually. It's honestly a very surprising pick. Granted, they lost the hidden consistency, but that is one mod added. There's no mods on this one, so I do think maybe they'll be more comfortable since it is just jump map, just average jumps.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting because these misses are going to matter so much more on this map. It is just that consistency, right, as most Nomad ones are. And what's pretty early into the match, so nerves could also be a huge factor here. It didn't seem like we saw much shaking from anyone, but that's not the only factor when it comes to nerves. So we'll see if that comes into play for either team.
Yeah, for sure. I do think this probably falls under the realm of strategy of just let's just get those nerves out and then just play the rest of the maps. Starting off with these over 3 minute maps.
for
Which are very
sure.
prone to just shaking off nodes or over aiming.
Alright, so
But
getting into it here, letting Banjo do its thing.
yeah, shout out Kasoku Ban. No mod 1.
Shout out. But it looks like other than not being able to see what's happening with DK, everyone seems to be on a pretty level field here. Just based off the two USA players that we can see, looks like there's a slight act lead, but it's hard to make an exact assumption of where that score is at.
Yeah, Razor not going to be playing around a little bit with either their tablet or their mouse, but your entire team is locked onto these full combos.
Exactly.
It could be anyone's game.
Anyone's game out here, it really comes down to, maybe this could be an act battle, but it really comes down to, if not, like, who has that first miss. We are seeing some good accuracies come out from everyone, but mainly Max out here with the 96 act.
Yeah, that is some crazy accuracy from the side of Max.
Yeah,
On
but
that
as I see,
96%
it looks like he missed. And so did DK, so there is a slight lead for Ukraine, but Razor finding a miss now. Zin also trading that, so no full combos left on the side of USAD, and we have 2 on Ukraine. As one of them does fall, it's just a demo map. So DK with a good free combo, but 30,000
Yeah. It is quite bad. Right now, so this is not quite full game. As there's going to be more combos to even 40 people over here on the FC. Only FC remaining for side of Ukraine. As recovery combos are starting to be built up. As we're getting to the halfway point of the map.
Exactly. It's not tricky, it's not growing. This act deal and you're taking really doing a lot. You're looking for combos from everyone right now. But it looks like it's underrated on the side of USAD. But he like really needs to be holding on to this for as long as it possibly can. Try to bring that lead higher and higher.
If you are Ukraine, you want Team to be moving on to this FC. No matter the accuracy, the combo is what matters at the end of the day here. As everyone seems to be holding a very solid recovery combo as we get the last quarter of the map here, as no one seems to be wanting to drop. The lead is still very negligible. Could be going over to either side. It just depends on a miss, as no one's willing to give up that drop.
Exactly, and I don't think the athlete of USAD is doing enough. You're right, at the end of the day, it is a combo game, and Dima is showing why that matters. Holding on almost to that 1,000 combo, and it is bringing it back just so slightly over to the Ukraine B. So this is really, really close going into this ending section here.
Well, Max is going to be finding a drop. That is probably going to be the nail in the coffin for USAD. This is a fantastic pick from Ukraine, with Dima still on that full combo, and it doesn't feel like they're gonna stop anytime soon. 100k lead. We're too far into the map for any Drakes to even matter, as Ukraine B gonna be going out with their own points on their own pick.
Exactly. No 1-1, great choice. Really good job from Dima as well, holding it down with the FC. 93% accuracy, but like you said, it's a combo game. It doesn't matter that much. And then holding on long enough for USAD to find the miss that let them grab onto that opening. So great pick overall. They felt like they handled the nerves just a little bit better, and they gambled and they won. So overall, really great job by Ukraine.
Yeah, solid combos on the sides of everyone on that no modern one. It just really came down to just a couple misses on either side. The accuracy firmly on the side of USAD, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's a combo game. You need to hold on to that combo.
Yeah, very close overall. Only was, hovering around that 30,000 to 40,000 point gap for such a long time until that one miss at the end. It could have been anyone's game to win or lose there.
Now it is
But
the turn of USAD to pick, and I could see them picking maybe the Nomad too, because they were very strong on that Nomad too. And as I say that, they're going right into that Nomad too. Lanexus map.
very interesting to see how this goes. Like you said, they did very well last time on the Nomad 2. We'll see if that holds the same weight today. Burst streams throughout this, not the longest amount either, about 2 minutes, 2.5. 160 BPM, so it's not going to be anything crazy in terms of stamina. Really just having to focus on making sure we're not breaking or hitting all of those bursts.
Yeah, it just comes down to how good your vehicle is, since the BPM is so very low. And I will say, is this a custom for this map?
I believe it is. I believe it's a Nexus custom.
Shout out Lanexus for the custom
Shout out.
for this week.
Looks like we'll be getting into it here quite shortly, seeing how maybe Banjo wants to work for us this time.
There you go. The lead is back to normal.
There we go.
We're going to be finding an early break, although it is not really that much of a problem here, as it was very, very, very early. The athlete's still on their side.
Ackley still holding up that small point gap for them as well, like you said, just because their second is about 7 combo behind everyone else, if that. So it'll be interesting to see if that'll matter in the end. But that combo lead is doing quite a lot for accuracy lead, doing quite a lot for USAD. Slowly climbing up to 60,000 points now. And this is a shorter map, so this matters quite a bit. We're already a quarter of the way through. So once we see some misses, it's just gonna rise more.
Yeah, Quartal gonna be holding on to the best accuracy on the side of Ukraine. Gonna be trying to hold on to any potential lead they could get. The lead though is gonna be increasing on the side of USAD on behalf on the accuracies of each player. Razor now gonna be finding a drop. That is not the person you want to drop if you're supporting Ukraine, but DK gonna be trading that. The lead is very big as we're getting to half point of this map for USAD. You're going to be wanting a couple more drops if you're on Team Ukraine right here, and no one else seems to be wanting to budge.
Yeah, if you're Ukraine B right now, you really need a USAD miss right now, because even with those trades, this athlete is just so insurmountable at this moment. And so is the point gap. It's going to 200k. It is still possible. We have almost less than a quarter of the map, so unless a miss happens now, it might just be over already.
We're going to be hitting the next key high as we do get a drop, but it's traded by Razor Neon. Or Nia, but 2 full combos remaining on the side of Ukraine, with the only full combo remaining on Snek, as Quartal going to be finding that drop. What? It is Quartal versus, or no, it is Snek versus Dima. Full combo on the side of Dima.
There's not enough time left, unfortunately, and the score is rising further and further to USAD. So that's going to be a USAD map win so far, just creating pick after pick. Great choice from the side of USAD, picking into what they know they're strongest at. This Nomad 2. Great scores from Ukraine D as well. It was just unfortunately not enough to give them the edge. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the landscape and the minds of the picks going through. Maybe Ukraine B does really well on these ZT2s, but maybe they'll be more hesitant going into that now, considering the speed that is on USAD's side after that Nomad 2.
Yeah, that was a very, very solid score from Snek 2. Only breaking in the beginning. Those are just a reverse choke. The miss at the beginning tactics showing their true colors right here in this match.
Yeah, had to reverse choke for the aura. But or a gain. But we're going to DT3, so not super surprising from Ukraine B. They crushed it on the round of 32, getting number 7 overall. So I'm expecting a pretty strong score out of them as well this time. We'll see if USAD can go and try to match that as well.
Yeah, DT3, if I remember correctly, should be the finger control pick.
It is. So it's DT mechanics, DT speed, and then DT finger control, I believe. So
yeah, that would make sense.
So pretty standard for the pooling. This is, like you said, more of a finger control map. So we'll see if that plays more into their favor, especially when it's more on the DT, so faster side of finger control. But it is 110 BPM. But that is higher though, because I believe that's the non-DT stats.
Yeah,
so
it would be 170 with a DT multiplier.
I see. Okay, that makes more sense. And then that it's a fast map. I think it's the fastest or the shortest map in the pool. Maybe Nomad 5 is shorter, but I think it's pretty up there in terms of how fast it's gonna go by us.
Yeah, misses are gonna be crucial on a map this short here. Accuracy is going to be making a pretty big play here too, as it's not going to just be entirely on misses, as we saw in the last map.
Exactly, and this is a map that only has about 700 combo as well, so it's just that much more important to be precise on a map like this.
We're getting right into this map. Very calm part. Build up. You must build off that combo on these. As we're getting into the triples section, the doubles into triples. Very heavy on the finger control. Everyone's holding pretty comfortably on them though.
Looks like that athlete is flipping over to Ukraine B though. I believe that's a 96, an 86, and a 90. So 85, 89, and 92 on the side of USAD. So that's doing a lot of work in terms of the score so far for Ukraine B on this pick.
Yeah, the win condition gonna be lying on Temna on the side of Ukraine, as they're holding on to the near 98 or near 97% accuracy. The lead is still very negligible, as the accuracies are very similar, as DK going to be finding a drop though. That's going to solidify the lead for Ukraine, especially on a map this short. You do not want to be missing on the halfway mark.
Like you said, we're already almost halfway through, so unless Ukraine B finds a miss to trade that out, the score is just going to grow and grow and grow. It's already surpassing 100k, so unless something happens soon, it's looking pretty over to the side of USAD, and Ukraine B seems to be kind of riding this home as well.
The accuracy is pretty even on the side of each team, but that one miss from DK gonna be the nail in the coffin for them, as the map is over and Ukraine will be pulling up a very solid score on the DT3. All things considered, 1 million from Temna. That is a pretty good score. I'm not even gonna lie. Snek also with the 1 million though.
Yeah, great scores by both of these teams. Just that one unfortunate miss from DK just made that map out of the reach of USAD. So seems like we're just trading some picks here. As the match goes further, it'll be interesting to see, once we're out of, these are the picks that we think we can comfortably win, what is going to happen next. But we're going into bans here. So Fremont 2 just got banned. And we'll see what USAD is going to look for that ban as well. Maybe even into something like a DT2 ban. Yeah, DT2. Maybe if they really hated the Fremont one, they could. But I'm expecting DT2.
Yeah, I would expect a DT2 ban. Fremont 1, I mean, maybe. But DT2 seems more reasonable. I think USAD probably feel less like they're more comfortable on the nomads than the DT2, especially since they just lost by a considerable margin on the DT3.
Yeah, 100% agree. And if we're looking back in the past as well, like I was saying before, it's number 7 on DT2 for round of 32 is what Ukraine B had. So I wouldn't uh I wouldn't be surprised to see that coming out just as a they know Ukraine B is comfortable with it, so they want to kind of take that out of their hands.
Yeah, for sure.
But if not, I can't really think of anything else. No mod 4 maybe, and then free mod 1 maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Nomad 4 does seem like a decent shot for USAD fans. It's this Nomad 4 this week is a very interesting one. A lot of overlapping stuff, and then a lot of weird sliders.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. Looks like a lot of debating going on the side of USAD. I'm a little bit unsure maybe of what would be the best ban here for them. I know they got Ukraine B did have a better score on Nomad 4 in the qualifiers to be exact, I believe. So maybe that will factor into it.
At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure it's just either Nomad 4 or DT2. I'm not sure if they'll ban Free Mod 1. I doubt it. Yeah, Nomad 4, that does make sense.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I'll be interested to see what their pick might be though, coming from USAD. Maybe even into Nomad 5, trying to get momentum on their side and get it out of some of the high AR, I believe, kind of streak that we've been going on with some of the DT.
Yeah, that tracks. Especially since Ukraine banned the Hidden 2. Nomad 5 would be a very reasonable pick here. Just like, as you said, to just build momentum on their side.
Exactly.
Or you can just get a curveball. I don't know, maybe like Nomad 3. Surprise Nomad 3 pick.
I mean, the Nomad 1 pick we didn't think was exactly going to happen, so maybe Nomad 3 is where they're going to go. I'd be surprised to see anything like Fremont or anything DT. I think they're just going to try to, in my opinion, try to finish out the Nomads, maybe even a Hard Rock. But other than that, I think it's just going to be, Ukraine B trying to pick into these DT, maybe more mechanical maps, some of these more mechanical skill sets, and try to win off of those. So we'll see what USAD has in response for that.
Yeah, they're thinking long and hard, as we're at a bit of a standstill between these two teams. No one's really in danger at the very moment, but the pressure is going to be mounting for either of these teams, as there's a lot on the line here.
Exactly, like you said, this is an elimination match, loser bracket. I think either of these teams could make a pretty solid loser bracket run, so this might be, a decider in that. But as we see, Nomad 5 going for the protect, like I was saying previously, try to build that momentum, get out of the high AR areas, and go into this low AR section where they might feel a little bit more comfortable. I believe this is some rhythmic low AR gimmick.
Yeah, it's not really low AR in that. Well, it is low AR, but it's not really gimmick as in the sense of just overlapping notes. It's just, yeah, it's just a rhythm test.
I see.
Yeah, just testing your finger control. It's also a very combo gameable map, so I think accuracy will play a role here.
It's definitely interesting to see how this will play out. Like you said, Chrissy could just play a big part in this. It is a pretty short map, 1.5 minutes on the Nomad 5. About, I think, 500 combo only available for a pick like this. So if you can just kind of combo your way through this, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, USAD gonna be relying on their main gimmick player, on Snek. They have shown very strong scores on gimmick in general.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Slight athlete on the side of USAD starting out. just for the first bit of this map. It's not that large of a difference though. But we do see Sneck, like you said, holding out with a 96% axe, Zin with 94, and then on the side of Ukraine B, Dima and Whirl seem to be doing really well with their accuracy as well.
Yep. All players actually going above the 90% mark, but the athlete pretty strong on the side of USAD here, as the lead is going to be growing ever so much, as the side of Ukraine B going to be dropping a lot of accuracy on these triples.
Exactly. Snack and Zen with these 90, 96%, 97% axe, doing a lot of work here in terms of bringing up the score value almost over to 200k. That's how much that act difference means in this map. As we're pretty much halfway through, if not more, through this map, it just is that fast. Only so much combo to go around. So unless USAD sees a break here, I don't see how Ukraine B can start or mount the comeback here.
As I said before, this is a very combo gameable map. We're going to be hard pressed to find any breaks here, but the accuracy very solidly on the side of USAD here. Even a break now, it's just over it. Yeah, Dima going to be finding a drop. That just solidifies the win for USAD. Great protect on their side.
Yeah, they knew what they were going to be good at, and they protected it, and it worked out splendidly. 900k on the side of USAD for Sneck, so that's a really great sword, as well as Zin with the S rank over there. But Quirtle did a really good job. S rank only is, I believe, a slider break in there, and then Dima and I believe Temia had a full combo there as well. So great job for them.
Yeah, that miss from Dima wouldn't really have mattered in the grand scheme of things. Granted, just the insane accuracy from Stack. 900k on the No Mod 5 rhythm check. That is an insane score.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what Ukraine B decides to do from here. They just picked DT3, so I don't believe double picking is allowed. You're free to correct me if I'm wrong. But maybe Hard Rock 1, maybe Free Mod 1.
Honestly, Hard Rock would probably be a bit of a... So maybe free... Oh, you could be banned the anti-mod free mod. I'm guessing the free mod 2 is just a very turbulent map for everyone involved.
Yeah, for sure. I don't see them picking into TT, or sorry, not TT. No Mod 3 though. I'm really expecting probably this Hard Rock or Free Mod 1. And yep, there it is.
Yeah, the Free Mod 1, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it tracks.
I think very solid scores on last week's anti-mod.
That's very true. I think this one, though, as well, is probably going to be a toss-up as well, if I had to guess. I don't think it's going to be super one way or the other. I think this is going to be a very 50-50 type of map. It is Free Mod 1, so it is going to be, I believe, this is going to be more mechanical, more consistency-based. So it'll be interesting to see how the mod players for each of these cope with that skill set. And that might lead into what picks go next, like maybe a Hard Rock 1 or maybe a Nomad 3 from the side of USAD.
I'm curious who will be on each mod for the side of Ukraine B. I do believe I have a clue on what USAD could be picking as their players. It really comes outside of Ukraine. If I can look at the stats, maybe I have a good idea. Looks like it would just be a Temna on the Hard Rock, but they're not in the lobby currently.
Doesn't seem like they're in there, like you said. So maybe it'll be someone else. I have not watched the previous Ukraine B map or match, unfortunately. So, like you said, I'm also very curious to see for Ukraine B what results in, like, who's playing these mods.
But no, I do think Ukraine is going to be favored on this pick, just because of how strong last week's score showed.
Yeah, I agree. But you never know, right? Especially with maps like this, where it is, supposedly more consistency based. or definitely even just more mechanical in general. We'll see what will happen. Maybe we'll see some more misses throughout this map than we usually do on some of the others. But looks like for Ukraine B, we have Dima on the Hard Rock and Portal on the Hidden. USAD has Max on the Hard Rock and Snek on the Hidden. Zin and Shudo on Ukraine B, holding it down for the no mods.
Accuracy firmly on the side of USAD right now, on the fact of Zinin holding very solid accuracy as opposed to Chudo's 97%. Although it is getting evened out here with Zinin dropping a couple bit of accuracy. Portal and Snek could be holding on to really strong accuracies. There's nothing you can really say at the very moment.
Yeah,
it's going to be advantage on their side for the Hard Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Snek holding really well with a 99% actor here, but I believe Portal is SSing right now, which is doing a lot of work for Ukraine B. So we'll see how long he can keep this SS train going, doing really well. But it might come down to a miss here or there, or it might just be another, who can act better. And I think that Hard Rock act lead that Max has is doing a lot of work for the side of USAD.
Yeah, everyone hitting through these sliders. No one really having much of an issue here. As everyone's still holding on to their full combos. As you said, hack advantage still solid on the side of USAD, even with that SS still from Portal. As Zinin gonna be finding a drop on that consistency Nomad. That's not the person you want dropping on your team if you are USAD. Ukraine B still holding on to their triple FC.
Yeah, Max fighting miss as well, so that's going to go down even further. The score lead is going over quite fast over for Ukraine B. Unless we see some drops here, it's not going to, there's not going to be a way for them to come back. Dima does find a drop, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Portal finally does have some 100s in there, but still holding on to amazing accuracy. So does the Nomad player for Shudo for Ukraine B. So I think it's just over. There's not enough time left. 300k. In about less than an eighth of the map left.
Very impressive accuracy on the hidden players for each team. Unfortunate that Zinin had to break where they did. Another drop from Zinin. Just to add insult to injury. Ukraine B, though, are going to be holding on to very, very solid scores.
Yeah, Quirtle with that 1.5 mil, and I believe, Snek as well, right on their tail. Only a 300-point difference separated those two, I believe.
100 from Quartal.
Crazy. But yeah, Dima did a really good job holding on as long as they could for that Hard Rock, making it count. And so did the FC from Juno. It just made all that difference. So interesting to see. This is a very interesting Fremont. So we'll see what USAD has to say about that. Ukraine B still has their protect pick that they can go to, which is that DT1. So USAD has to find either for both of them, they have to find a breakpoint somewhere if they don't want to go to this tiebreaker.
Yeah, USAD are stuck on picking either Hard Rock or DT, as if they pick Nomad 3, that will count as a triple pick, as they pick Nomad 2 and Nomad 5.
Yeah, very true. I think if I had to guess, they're probably going to try to go for maybe a Hard Rock 1. It might be more of a toss-up for sure, but historically, USAD seems to be doing pretty, seems to have the edge on it over Ukraine B, but it'll be interesting to see how that actually would play out if it does get chosen.
I think Ukraine B were very strong on the DT. Granted, that was finger control, and DT2 is speed, and speed is a bit of a question mark in terms of who's more comfortable on it.
Yeah, I feel like almost the rest of what we have here seems to be pretty 50-50. Even for this DT1, I know Ukraine B seems to be very confident on it, but you never know with the DT1. With speed aim, anyone can miss at any time. So it'll be interesting to see. I just see a lot of what seems to be 50-50s.
Ooh, and they're
DT
gonna be
coming out,
giving
though.
DT2.
Very interesting. Like you said, they did really well in that Nomad 2 speed. So we'll see if they can replicate that into the DT category.
Yeah, this is an absolute must-win, as Ukraine still has their protects for the final pick. This team needs to go their way. They need to be super confident that their speed is better than the other team's speed.
Exactly.
Ukraine will most likely run away with it.
Exactly what you said. This is the pick of the match, in my opinion, right? This is the make or break, you know, because Ukraine B still has a DT1 protect out, and it's not a double pick. They did pick that Fremont 1, so they have it in their pocket, and they can, if they win this pick and they get that break point, it might just be over. So it really matters a lot what the outcome of this map is. But DT2, DT speed, about 2 minutes long, 210 BPM, so nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, all the marbles are thrown out on the side of USAD. As we said, as we've been saying, it is make or break for this team. Ukraine B does seem to be on the advantage, just historically speaking, on this match.
Exactly, but it'll be interesting to see something coming in for Ukraine B. Looks like Jin came out. Snek, K, and Max for USAD, and then Razor and Nima also as well for Ukraine B. Pretty similar to what we were seeing as well in the Nomad 2 pick.
Looks like we're gonna be getting right into the map pick as everyone drawing out their good lucks. Both teams are gonna need all the luck they can get for this map at least.
Exactly, it'll be pretty exciting to see what the actual outcome of this map will be for these teams. Slight lead to USAD early off, but we've seen that not matter in the future. But Dima finding an early miss, maybe that'll matter a little bit more going into a speedier pick like this. It is early into the map, so it won't matter much in the long run, but it's mattering now. About 70,000 score difference for USAD, and it seems to be playing just a little bit with that accuracy.
Yeah, the resurrection of the early miss nerves away tactics here for Dima. The active lead is on the side of USAD, but Snek is going to be finding an over-aim on one of those notes. But the act is still on their side here, as the accuracy on the side of Ukraine B is not holding the candle though. But Max, we're going to be finding that drop. That will be making a big difference here. Once we're starting to get into those multipliers. Three full combos still on the side of Ukraine B.
Ukraine B holding out really well. Even with that lower accuracy, it is switching over pretty fast, going down to just a 60,000 point gap. But Dima finding another miss, that could be big. Snek and Max starting to find those recovery combos, and DK still holding the FC. So those accuracies could matter quite a bit. Snek does find the return miss, so that might just go straight back over to Ukraine B. Accuracy still doing a lot of work trying to keep it onto the USAD side. But no misses so far from Demnia or Razor, holding on to those big combos for the side of Ukraine B, and it's starting to flip over.
Yeah, everyone holding through that little key eye section, a bit of a break section. The nerves are starting to kick in for Temnia, as you can see. The accuracy is still very solidly on the side of USAD. Combo's gonna happen. Is going to be very important for the side of Ukraine. They do not want to miss here, as we're getting to the last key eye of the map.
Yeah, we'll see if that those nerves come into play at all in terms of this map. But you know, it's going over to almost 100k, and DK finding a miss. That's the last one combo on USAD. I don't know how they can come back from that. There has to be some misses now, but it's too late. Ukraine B finding the breakpoint that they needed in this match. Going over onto match point, and it's just the score is getting bigger and bigger. Temnia and Razor finding great FCs there with, I believe, 90% AC and then 87% AC, which is good enough. So break point for Ukraine B.
Once again, combo game. The combo is key, and Ukraine B had that advantage here. USAD in shambles.
Exactly.
As Protect is most likely going to be coming out from Ukraine B here.
I think it would be impossible not to see DT1 come out right now. But I do truly believe that this is more 50-50 than we think. DT1, it's one of those maps that, you know, almost every O2 player would feel comfortable playing for the most part. It's just DT, especially when it's just DT speed aim, right? It's not the most comfortable pick, but it's something that a lot of people just know naturally how to do. So I think this will be closer than you think.
Yeah, USAD gonna be wishing for miracles on the DT1 if they want to secure tiebreaker, if they want to have a chance at staying alive in this tournament. This is gonna be a massive upset if Ukraine beat.
But yeah, so DT1 coming out. Like you said, this might just be the upset of the tournament. This map, it is like, because it's a DT1, it's going to be longer than most of your other DTs as well. It's 2.5 minutes long, over 1,000 combo. So I really think this could be another, you know, accuracy battle. But you know, we've been saying, you know, combo is king. So if we get more misses, you know, maybe you can just combo yourself out of that AC deficit, as Ukraine B seems to be pretty comfortable doing.
Yeah, did the ref get the score wrong?
I believe so. It is 4-3
This is
for
the other way
Ukraine
around.
B. It is the other way around. So just don't look at the chat.
Yeah, ignore the chat, guys.
Just ignore the in-game chat.
Yeah, there is so much pressure on the side of USAD right now, especially since this is the Protect of Ukraine D, as we're getting into a pretty calm start. The AR is going to be a lot higher than what the other maps have shown, but I do believe that these players will be more comfortable on this. But as I say that, Razor is going to be finding a drop, yeah.
Early into the map, we've seen this happen before where, you know, early miss is not as impactful as we'd like to think. So, DK finding that miss as well, so traded it back. We'll see if that matters a little bit further into the map, but we still have Zid and Max holding onto those combos as well as Temnia and Dima matching them as well. Slight, I believe, lead due to the combo on the side of Ukraine B.
Yeah, we're getting into the first Ki here, as everyone is holding pretty solidly. Ukraine B is going to be holding on to that advantage for now on the side of that high combo from Dima, the earlier miss.
Yeah, only 40,000 score difference. It does seem to be going up higher as it goes along. So unless there's some big drop from Ukraine B, it seems just like it's going to get higher and higher.
Also, I meant to say Razor on that miss, but ooh, Temnia going to be trying to drop here. That is towards the middle of the map. That's going to be a lot more impactful for the side of USAD. They have a real chance of coming back here and secure the tiebreaker. The accuracy advantage, though, is going to be really close between both of these teams. The score lead is very negligible on the side of USA. They need to hold on to that combo, but GD going to be dropping. That lead is going to be going over to Ukraine B. The combos are holding back as Maxwell and Razor are going to be both dropping two high combos. DK versus Dima. Dima on the combo advantage for now. Accuracy is also on their side.
Yeah,
they
and
need
Temnia
to
is
hold on.
getting that recovery combo as well. So that 45 combo already is big in this sort of set right now. So 90k score difference. If Dima or DK misses, that'll be over for each side, but it seems to just be going larger. Dima does find a miss though!
Dima's gonna drop, Maxi trades it, but that's fine. The combo from DK could bring it back here.
so
Don't
close.
know, though.
I don't know if it's gonna matter. It's not flipping fast enough. Temnia finding this great recovery combo, and Zen
Oh,
finding
Gina's gonna be
erase.
dropping
I
though.
don't think
That's
it's
gonna be the nail in the
matter enough.
coffin here.
9
It's
11
over for
12,
USAD.
It is
Holding
over. GG's well played to everyone. Ukraine B with 3 S ranks there. Some just slider breaks coming out, but overall they just held so far and held so long. Great recovery combos. Dima had that amazing FC combo up until the very end there, and it just wasn't enough from the side of USAD. Very, very close match, but Ukraine B pulled it out, so congrats to them. So GG well played to everyone.
Yeah, that is a massive upset for Ukraine B. Seed 30 beating out Seed 14. USAD pulled up a great fight though. It's just the nerve battle was won by the side of Ukraine B. Shoutouts to Dima. Being a great player for their team.
Seems like we'll be getting a TB showcase though coming out. But yeah, Ukraine B, they've been a little bit of a dark horse. If I'm being honest, I think they have a really good shot of progressing even further into this tournament and making a good losers bracket run. So it'll be exciting to see. Like you said, seed 30 over seed 14, bit of an upset, but they did what they needed to do to get that win off.
Congratulations to Ukraine B here. That is a huge win, and it's going to be great for their mental going forward in the losers bracket.
Exactly, yeah. So 5-3 match win for Ukraine B. I don't know who they would be facing next. Let me see if I can pull that up really quickly.
Get that Chalong out.
Exactly. But it seems like they'll be facing the losers of, I believe, 26.
Yeah, France versus Philippines. That's gonna be a really tough battle.
That'll be an interesting match for sure.
They're gonna need all the motivation they can get for that match. Stay tuned though.
Stay tuned indeed. I believe we also have another match coming up here shortly. I could be wrong, but I do believe there is one.
There's 2 matches actually.
Oh yeah, 2 matches. Yeah, I believe it is Canada B. I forget who their verse is, but I know the other one, from my understanding, was Belgium B versus Poland.
It's gonna be Belgium B versus Poland and Canada B versus Europe.
Those will be very good matches as well. Very interesting.
Yeah, Canada B Europe is being screamed. We're not sure about the other one though.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it's going to be, at least from what I'm seeing. Maybe I don't think they have a streamer at the moment.
This tiebreaker though.
It's an amazing song. Let me shout that out first. Big fan.
Yeah, it is also a very intense map. Last match,
Yeah.
I believe, was a tiebreaker.
Alright, perfect.
Going up.
Alright. Looks like we're not going to go over tiebreaker though. We're going to have to head over to another match to make sure that can get streamed as well in winners. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming around. And GG's to all the players.
Yeah, this is This is STB and TNT
SB and
signing
TT.
out.
See y'all.